Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm filming a common skincare misconceptions video. This video has been a long time coming because I don't know about you, but I've been watching a ton of videos in quarantine and there are just some misconceptions that I see a lot with other YouTubers that I just really want to address. So I'm not gonna name any names, but these are definitely things that I've heard from other YouTubers where I will be watching their videos and they'll say something and I'll be like, what? So the first misconception is that all alcohols in skincare are bad. Now, I want to say something first, and that is the fact that there is no such thing as a bad ingredient. The dose makes the poison in terms of toxicity. So there are two main types of alcohols that we're gonna talk about for our purposes in skincare. There are fatty alcohols and there's denatured alcohol. Now, fatty alcohols such as like cetyl alcohol are fatty. They are emollient. They are really important as texture enhancers and also emollients in skincare products. And they are totally safe. There's no risk of irritation with them because they are not drying at all. They are in fact quite emollient. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, that fatty alcohols are totally fine and not what we should be worried about at all, we can talk about denatured alcohol. Now, denatured alcohol is very hit or miss, but in general, it is not bad. Denatured alcohol in a well-formulated skincare product is not bad, period. So if you apply straight denatured alcohol to your skin, of course it's going to be drying. But when you combine denatured alcohol with other humectants and emollients and thickening agents and stabilizers and emulsifiers and any sort of other skincare ingredient, you're gonna get a really nice, well-rounded, formulated product that doesn't feel drying. Denatured alcohol is a really important texture enhancer and also a penetration enhancer in skincare. I did a whole video about denatured alcohol in skincare and how it behaves in skincare and whether or not I think it's bad or not, and obviously I don't think it's bad, so spoiler alert. But if you want to see the entire video where I go into detail about denatured alcohol, I will have that linked down below. But all in all, alcohols in skincare are not bad. I feel like it's just a certain skincare company that has been really pushing the agenda that denatured alcohol is very evil and very bad in skincare, when in reality it's truly not. The next misconception is that pores open and close. And I've talked about this before on my channel, but this is just not true. This is just not true. And this is actually one of the most common myths in skincare, that pores can open and close, and that's why like estheticians like steam your face before you do a facial. This is just not true. It's not based in science at all. Pores don't respond to stimuli. They cannot open or close or anything. Pore size is mostly dependent on your genes, so you really can't change the size of your pores. However, you can change the appearance of your pores by using, beta hydroxy acids. So steaming or washing your face with hot water is not going to be effective at opening your pores because pores just can't open. That's just not what they do. Estheticians will steam your face before a facial because it softens your skin, but that's really it. There's no scientific evidence to suggest that steaming your face or washing your face with hot water does anything besides just make your skin a little bit softer. If you struggle with really large pores in terms of them being very noticeable because they have a lot of blackheads and a lot of congestion in them, I'm working on an ultimate blackhead removal video that will be up on my channel very soon, so subscribe so you don't miss it because it's going to be a good one. The next misconception is that natural products are always better, and I have talked about clean beauty and the hype around clean beauty and how I think it's total BS a bunch of times on my channel, so this is nothing new, but I will reiterate that natural does not mean better. So I did a whole video breaking down exactly what clean beauty means from an ingredient standpoint, and so that video will be linked down below. And in that video, you're gonna realize that clean beauty definitely does not mean better. It just means lacking certain ingredients that aren't even that bad. Like for example, one of the ingredients that clean beauty says that they abstain from is retinol palmitate, when in fact retinol palmitate, which is a derivative of retinol, is a very, very fantastic ingredient for the skin. It's a much more gentle alternative to retinol, which is why a lot of skincare companies use retinol palmitate. So yeah, clean beauty in all is just a marketing differentiator. It does not at all indicate the quality of the product. And in fact, a lot of skincare ingredients actually need to be synthesized in order to be effective on the skin. So just keep in mind, natural definitely does not mean better or safer. The next misconception is that physical exfoliation is the best way to brighten skin. So I'm gonna have to disagree with you here. Physical exfoliation, the way that most people physically exfoliate their skin, is actually quite harsh on the skin. It's quite damaging and quite irritating. A much better alternative to physical exfoliation is in fact chemical exfoliation using beta hydroxy acids, alpha hydroxy acids, or polyhydroxy acids. So what exfoliants essentially do is that they slough away dead skin cells and reveal bright shiny new skin cells underneath. AHAs are a lot better at doing this because they tend to be a lot more of a resurfacing exfoliant, whereas beta hydroxy acids, being oil soluble, are able to penetrate pores and clean out pore congestion. So depending on what you're looking for, you can go for an AHA or a BHA. But all in all, having less blackheads and having a resurfacing treatment on your skin is going to be the best way to brighten your skin tone without going for a very harsh scrub that's going to cause, potentially micro tears in the skin and a lot of irritation. The final misconception that I see literally all the time on beauty gurus channels is that I'm protected from UV rays because I use makeup with SPF in it. So in order to get the advertised SPF value that is on any product, be it makeup or skincare, you have to apply 2 milligrams per centimeter squared, which is actually a lot more than you would think. Now, when you apply sunscreen, you can get away with applying a lot of sunscreen because generally, Asian and European formulated sunscreens are a lot lighter in texture and they apply more like a moisturizer. So they're a lot easier to over apply and get that advertised SPF value. However, you always apply way less than 2 milligrams per centimeter squared in makeup because you don't want to look cakey. If you apply foundation the same way that you applied sunscreen, which should be liberally, you would look like a clown. So don't feel lulled into a false sense of security because you're using a foundation that's SPF 20. Unless you are applying a ton of foundation to your skin, which probably won't look very good, there's no way that you're getting the advertised SPF value and your skin is becoming very vulnerable to UV damage. You need to be wearing actual sunscreen that is formulated to protect your skin from UV rays in the appropriate amount, which is a lot. And I know I get asked all the time, Kaya, how do you apply, makeup with sunscreen? And I'm working on that video. It's coming very soon, I promise. It's just a little bit of a complicated subject because I don't want to give you information that could be wrong. So I'm really doing my research here and testing out a lot of different techniques. I did a video a long time ago about bad skincare advice that beauty gurus give. And so if you want to see another version of this video, I will link that video down below in the info box. You can go watch that because it is a really good video. But of course, there are way more misconceptions that I would love to debunk and address on my channel because I feel like as a skincare YouTuber, it's my job to spread, actual factual information with people and debunk myths as I see them come up. I find that if you have a platform, it is your responsibility to do your research and not misinform people. That's not to say that I haven't made mistakes in the past. If you watch some of my really old skincare videos, which I have by the way, a lot of what I say is not true. It's just stuff I read on the internet. And so everyone makes mistakes, but I want to just impress upon you that if you hear something online, you should always fact check it and double check whatever that person is saying because people do make mistakes, including myself. Oh my God. I just thought of a great video. What if I reacted to some of my older skincare videos? I think that could be really funny because I used to not be a skincare channel. I used to be a makeup tutorial channel and I occasionally did skincare videos. And so a lot of the skincare knowledge that I had was just stuff that I read on the internet. I didn't look at journals or anything. So that could potentially be a very funny video if I reacted to my old skincare videos. Some of the things that I used to say, I'm like, what were you thinking? But anyway, I digress. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending this time with me. Have a beautiful week and I will see you in my next video. Bye!